All right, y'all. I'm gonna welcome y'all back to another episode of MCA. I'm your host, Jeff Willis, and I'm with y'all again today. Hey, today we're at Mud City Tackle Shop. So we are going to allow him to get us right. I want a 12-foot pole. Seeing all these guys use these 12-foot poles, and it looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna go up a couple feet. I usually like the 11. But we're gonna roll with the 12 today. So he's gonna get me one tied up real quick. We're gonna walk through it. He's gonna walk through it with you guys. Tell you guys how he does it and all that other cool stuff. So just stay tuned for that. Should be super cool. And then we'll also talk a little bit about the baits that we're gonna be using today, because we're getting ready to go. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna get y'all that. All right, let's go.
Okay. All right. We're gonna be hooking up a pole this morning from start to finish, and the model I'm gonna be using is a light stick, middle seat, and so the start of this, I like to keep my scissors on me. I don't have my scissors in the van right there, so we can just cut this tag off, get it over there, and get the reel mounted to it. You're going with a size 5. I like a size 5 for crappie fishing, speck fishing. And that's a good reel, good size reel. One of the smallest reels you can get. You can get them much smaller. It costs you a lot more money, but these are adequate, size 5. That have good torque in it, and certain amount of about 3 to 5 bearings. That's a good reel. So the next step after this, what I do, I'll go ahead and pre-prep this sometime, and I'll go ahead and get the drag set somewhat, you know. Okay, take off the anti-reverse. Okay, next step, I want to take the line through. I rarely put the pole together. I like to use half the pole at a time. No need of having all that pole moving at the same time when you don't need it. So I come down through the eyes. And for going onto the spool with the line, I like to come in and do me a little knot here. Just like you're tying the hook on, you know, you same type of knot, and you can use your teeth as a tool to hold the line. Double knot. And I'm gonna walk over here real quick and grab my scissors. I should have had them already. I like to get the tag ends out of the way once I know I don't need them. Leave a little bit there, a little bit of tag on it. Now you want to come through there, make your a loop. I call it a tension loop. Tension loop. Once you get on there and set this on the right direction, one way is going to free spin, but the other way is going to tighten up as you wind it. And I come, position my hand, keep the line straight. Coming from the top of the spool in a reverse direction here. This helps keep the extra knots out. If I reverse this spool over, and as I wind, I will accumulate more knots in here. So based on the way the manufacturer winded, put the line on their spools, you need to go in the reverse direction to take it off. That minimizes the kinks that you can get in. So keep a certain amount of tension here and just wind it. Keep the tip above the spool there. That keeps it from binding and grabbing the spool from a side distance like that. And that's not the proper way of taking the line off, because you're accumulating ties and kinks in it. So you want to come off like this here. What I did, I got the spool properly lined with the line here, and I stopped it. And you don't want to get too far to the edge. You want to keep a safe distance there. The reason for that, while you're fishing, it'll jump off real easy, you know, just from having too much line on the spool. And you want to have it enough on it so you can do what you need to do. And I use my 12s for everything. Vertical jigging, I'll cast with it so far out. And so I like to have it lined all the way up to the mics. So notice that I have it properly spooled. We done finished winding it. So now I don't have many kinks in here. These are the natural turns that are on the line. And what'll happen as you use it, as it heats up, the memory of this is gonna conform to this, the spool itself, to the reel itself. And so, just want to show you that. So we're gonna go and cut. Okay. I like to keep enough drag loose so I can pull like as I need it. Okay. Let's go to the tip section of the pole. I like to support my pole and get it out my way, you know. So go through the eyes here. Make sure you don't miss an eye. You have to go back through this. Support that on the table. We're gonna be double rigging this today. Put a double jig on this thing. That's very common for open water fishing, pure fishing, dock fishing, bank fishing. It gives you twice the presentation down in the water for the crappie. And so I like to, okay, I'm through the last eye of the tip section. Now I'm gonna double rig this. I'll come in, the measurements I used about a little more than 2 feet up. 2.5 feet is okay. Make sure you have enough line to work with. You can cut off the excess line when you finish. So I like to use my strong hand and my strong arm facing the pole. I'm a one direction person when it comes to tying my line up like this. I prefer this direction. And come here and just roll your line in your hand and get about 5 or 6 twists in it. You're going through both lines. Back up again. Here, there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The more knots you go, the bigger knot you're gonna have in the end. So you don't want a knot that's too big. So come through there. A lot of people at this point, they'll come and wet that to help get that knot all the way down real easy. So the guy didn't have much trouble. So I'm gonna pull a little bit more of that knot out. That's what you want, the smallest knot you can get there. Remember, go ahead and get that tag off. Leave a little section. Now I come back and reinforce the line itself. From the tip section to the knot, I'll put another loop up there with both lines. That helps locks it. Okay. Okay. So here you have your 2 lines, upper line, lower line. I like to tie the first jig on first, or hook, whatever you're gonna put up top. What I'm going with, what I most commonly use, I use a lighter weight up top in non-running water, or just water. The heavier the water, the heavier heads I want to use. 1/16 is my common. I'm always go to a 1/16 somewhere on it. Yeah, I may go with a 1/16 and a 1/8 in heavy moving water. So here I have a mini, WS2A mini. You know, it's getting a name for itself. And let's get it tied here. Go through there. Try to stay about a foot, 8 inches, 10 inches, a foot from the knot. Get you some twists in there. 5, 6 twists. Get your little knot down in this thing here. Go in there a little loop you make at the eye there, and come back through. I like to come back and reinforce that knot too, sometimes with two ties on it, at least one. And get the tag out of the way. And now for the bottom jig. Remember 132 up top, number 8 hook. And 116, number 4 hook on the bottom. And this is how I measure the distance. I just drag it down and I get about a foot. That's where I want it at. The extra tag out of the way. Twists. I'm using a number 6 line today on this. You can go 8, 4. The lighter the line I found, the better the fishing could be for you. More hits, but you got to baby your line a little bit more. Net the fish a little more. 8 pound. And then with crappies, you know, with that soft mouth up there, you could lose slabs trying to lift them all the time, you know. Okay, so here we have it. And finished product, and I could set it out, or we could just wrap it up and get ready to go out and put it in the water and catch some slabs today, because I can show you how I route my rods for storage and traveling. And I know I wrap them like this, so I'm cautious. I keep the tip from protruding beyond the butt there. I come in, just get me a bunch of routes here. And I'll set my first hook down in the cork. And then I just continue with the other one. And I just set it somewhere above. Some guys will set it the opposite direction, that's okay. As long as it's your pole and you're going to be transporting it, you can always watch your own pole and tip. I got another thing. I come and set some Velcro here and Velcro on the other side for a trap, you know, so when I want to move them around. And the main thing, protect the tip always. Keep it from protruding down. And that's it.
So for all your tackle needs, Mud City Tackle, baby, we got everything. 12 foot, 11 foot, 10 foot, we got them all. And we're gonna let y'all see today all of them in action.
Going out.
That is for sure, baby.
No hostages today, boy.
No, he say no hot. See that? See what I be saying? Boy, you can't let a joker breathe, boy. See what I'm saying? It's always up there. It's always up there. That's so dope though. But yo, we got these jigs, baby. That's what we're doing. Y'all see them? You better get you some. You better get you some.